Hey young world, OJ here. This is Juice Loops Live. Thank you for tuning in yet again. Today I'm at a place that is very special to me. Not only me, but the entire skateboard world, particularly the Chicago skateboard scene. It's old and dusty and crusty and hard to skate, and it's gone through many waves of trends of skating and people skating there a lot and people not skating there at all. This is the wonderful Walt Disney Magnet School. Ton of ways to skate this. If you've got a good imagination, you can figure out lines that nobody's ever done here before. I've done several lines myself, a lot of ups and downs and quick feet, a lot of ledges, a lot of manual options, and then there are several gaps ranging from curb height to massive 4-block with trash brick landing. Buena Park, Uptown, Chicago. Spitting distance from Lakeshore Drive. A new color that I haven't used in any of the videos yet. I don't have much of this paper, and I figure I would just experiment a little bit with it today. This green, it's a very light yellowish green, very spring, summer, Mountain Dew green. It's a lemon lime Mountain Dew kind of green, you know what I mean? It's not exactly my favorite color, but this is an experiment, you know? It's meant to be fun. Color palette today is light green paper, metallic silver highlights, and then black for all the line work and shadows. I try to preserve as much of the green as I can, at least in the places I know I want to keep green. But then the silver and the black, they're kind of interchangeable, and I can build on top of those colors as much as I want, back and forth. The original line work, the original mapping is super important. Everything builds off of it. It's the structure, it's the skeleton. And so when you draw the skeleton in a wrong way, the perspective or the framing or the placement, the layout, and you don't like it straight from the start, you might just want to start over again because everything's just going to continue to build off of it. And if you don't like the structure, the base, the foundation, then the rest, you're probably not going to like the way the rest of the building turns out either. This is definitely an old era of school and concrete. The ground is kind of similar to the ground at Clemente. It's kind of that same generation, maybe early, mid-90s. The ground is rough. It's still skatable, but it's very rough. It hasn't gotten any better and it hasn't gotten any worse. It's just remained rough the entire time. I think it was rough when they put it in. This is a spot that I've been to a couple times lately. I'm going to continue to go, and I'm going to continue to fix it up a little bit every time. It needs to stay skatable. And like I said, with these trends, like people skate it a lot, and then people won't skate it at all. So the stuff that should be skatable isn't necessarily skatable. I drew this in this whole center section of amphitheater style stairs right here in the center. I drew these more so in an ideal way, meaning no cracks. This, in real life, there's a massive crack that runs down each side of the center stairs. It basically eliminates a lot of the manual possibilities, capabilities, just because of how you would go to hit it. The cracks are too big and they deny you straight from the jump. At the top of this amphitheater where everyone skates, I'm actually sitting on one of the playgrounds at this school, sitting on the bottom of it. But then there's a second playground up at the top, a handful of trees sprinkled throughout. We have the main school building over here to the left, and then several uptown apartment buildings in the background. There's the one right here in the center that's got maybe about 6 to 8 to 10 floors, medium-sized windows. Then the one directly behind it is many more floors. It's probably something like 40 floors. It's an amazing skate spot. It doesn't get the love that it really deserves, and I wanted to just pay homage to one of my favorite spots in Chicago. Like, once we get it fixed up, it's going to be alive and thriving again. Walt Disney. What a magical place. A couple of the lines that I filmed in Neighborhood Watch are some of my favorite clips I've ever gotten ever. Filmed by my main man G himself, Andrew Smith. It's a line with an entrance and an exit, which is something that I think is crucial. All my favorite skaters do that. Something that I strive for in my skating all the time. The silver is being used as the highlight today. It is, the silver off the green and the black. The silver in general is just really nice. It really makes the drawing feel special and feel like it's been given a little extra touch from an angel. If you even skate bigger things, it's like there are a lot of gaps here that people would skate. And then in the front of the school, there's a massive handrail and a couple other gaps. It's a very skatable school. This is also within skating distance from Wilson Skate Park or Wilson Curbs. There's a real uptown skate revival happening right now, to be honest. I'm here for it because that's why I came up here in the first place, to skate and make art. And here I am at Walt Disney doing both. I'm sorry that this recap video inside, it's in the studio. This is the first drawing of any videos that I've done where I started in the evening instead of in the morning. Every other video has been early, before noon. Not that noon is early, but I would say at the latest, they're done at noon. And that's me putzing around. I usually try to be done by 9:30 or so. Today, the sun was going down, so by the time it came around to do the post-game recap, it was just too dark out here in the streets, so I had to tuck it in, come back. I actually did a small second session on this drawing, just add some shade and final details in there. Green turned out pretty cool. The silver always makes things a little better. The drawing itself overall, I'm fairly happy with. I like how the foreground floor turned out because it's part brick, part sidewalk. Very old, tons of cracks, people skating on it, a lot of rocks, a lot of debris. This spot ain't easy to skate, I gotta tell you that. That's why I'm trying to go back and tighten it up a little bit, just show some love. Listening to me mumble about drawing and skating, what else is YouTube for, Thanks for watching a guy with a lapel mic clipped onto a gel pen for an hour or so. 7 minutes maybe, I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to be, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, an hour. Who's counting really? Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'm OJ. Like and subscribe, Juice Loops Live. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.